Wow. Spicy takes today, boys. Spicy takes. Boys and girls. Our boy DeSantis did it again. Saved you in a lot of pain and ache. Always getting beaten by, biological, women, men. And having you guys actually have a fair chance of competing in your own sports, not getting pushed out. It's times like this that makes me think we're heading in the right direction, slowly but surely. And this is the good thing about it, is that we are moving in the right direction, slowly but surely. Even though it's one win here, it's a win. And we take it, and we keep pushing hard, and keep fighting for it. Because this is a great win that I think women should rejoice over the planet. Especially in America, because one person is trying to put a stop to this complete madness. And our boy here that is going to start doing this is our Florida Governor, Ron DeSantis. Bans transgender women and girls from school sports. Now, a lot of you, I don't know what you call far leftists, whatever you want to call yourselves. I call you guys far leftists or lunatics, because that's kind of what you guys are. You're technically lunatics. I mean, at the end of the day, what you want is complete asinine across the board. And I hate to break it to you, but there's a difference between a woman and a male. All right, there's a difference. There's a straight difference, and biologically, men are stronger than women. Now, I know this is a tough pill for you guys to swallow, because there's no difference. There's no like, you gotta have my rights or whatever. Okay, cool. Okay, your rights are okay. All right, until you start infringing on other people's rights. That's when it starts becoming a problem. It's the same thing. You have a gun, you have a right to own that said gun. However, if you misuse that gun, you get that right taken away. And guess what you guys are doing? You are misusing your rights. So therefore, we take it away. At least DeSantis is doing it, and I applaud him for it. This should be a rejoice for women all over the place. But I'll read the article a little bit and see what's going on here. Florida's Republican governor signed a bill Tuesday barring transgender females from playing on public school teams intended for student athletes born as girls, plunging the state into national culture war over transgender rights. Now, here's this great thing here, is that what we have here is Florida Governor Ron DeSantis bans transgender women and girls from school sports. You know how they say "and girls"? Like he's banning also, biological women? No, that's not what he's doing. Get your shit together, because that's not what he's doing. He's not banning girls. He's banning biological males that are competing against women, and women are losing, and it's becoming a huge problem in these things. Now, of course, it's rare, yes. However, it'll become the norm eventually at some point in time. And we need to stomp this out before it does. Because there is an obvious biological difference against women and men. It's just straight fact. And he's putting a stop to this. So no, I'm sorry. It's not "and girls", because he's not banning girls. He's not banning biological women from school sports. That's not what's happening. Get your shit together. That's not what's happening, all right? Because he's just banning the transgender athletes, which are biologically male, that will easily be able to beat any female against a competition. It's just straight up fact. I'm sorry. It's not gonna happen. So, get your shit together. In Florida, girls are going to play sports and boys are going to play boy sports. Governor Ron DeSantis said as he signed the bill into law at a Christian academy in Jacksonville. We're going to make sure that's the reality. Okay. Oh, all right. The new law, sure to be challenged as unconstitutional, inflames an already contentious discussion unfolding nationally as Republican-controlled states move to limit the rights of LGBTQ people. I want to say limit. LGBTQ people have a lot of rights as it is. There's not many people are going against LGBTQ people at all or trying to remove your rights. However, this becomes a problem when you're competing against people that are your opposite gender and you have an automatic biological disadvantage against. That's not okay, because eventually all it is going to be biological men competing in women's sports, and that's all there will be to it. And then at that point, honestly, you should just have them compete against males against their male competition, because, well, it's all males anyway, so it's just fair. But it's not fair if you have a woman go against a man. It's just, I'm sorry, it's just not. However, in instances like esports, where you competitive gaming, which, by the way, women, you don't do, is that you all have equal playing field when it comes to competitive in gaming. It's straight up, that's the way it is. So you all have that equality, that equalness there. You can have that. There's no difference. Unfortunately, you females, you want to cry, oh, well, the equality and what this and whatnot, but you're actually doing it to yourselves because you're not competing in the men's area, all right? I don't know why there's a female Valorant team when they can compete against males. I don't know why there's a CSGO female league when you can compete against men. Like, there's nothing that's preventing you from doing this. You guys are just doing it to yourselves. But I digress. It could impose severe financial consequences on Florida. I don't think so. I think it would impose no severe financial consequences on Florida, because if you want to compete with Florida or have the women compete with Florida at all, you're going to have to allow it. And they're not gonna back down, and they shouldn't. We shouldn't back down for this. I want women to be able to compete, and have their dreams be realized. They can't have their dreams be realized if they're going against men, because it's biologically unfair. All right. The NCAA, which oversees college athletics, has threatened to relocate key games from states that discriminate against certain athletes. When the Florida legislature was considering the measure in April, the NCAA said it would commit championship games to locations where hosts can commit to providing an environment that is safe, healthy, and free of discrimination. High-profile athletic events such as football games and basketball tournaments generate millions of dollars for generate millions of dollars for local communities. And yes, this is true. And I would say that in light of things of all this, I think this is the correct move. Honestly. And I say this because it's only fair for women. It's fair for everyone involved. The men get to actually compete against actual legitimate men, and the women get to compete against actual legitimate women. And that's the fairness into it. But this is also going to show that there is a difference in biologically, and then we have to show that you cannot change what you were born as. It's literally impossible. We do not have the technology to do that. I don't even think we ever will, but we definitely do not have it now, alright? So, that being said, this is setting a precedent of saying that there is a difference between men and women, and we need to separate them in terms of sports. Sports, not anything else, but just sports. And I think if we can, come down to a ruling here and say that's okay or whatever, and, as a community say, okay, we can agree with this. This is fine. And I think, and it is fine. And in my general opinion, I think it's actually fine. Now, some people may want to, watch it all burn and, see how far it goes down the hole. Well, I mean, women are already doing that. I mean, women, you put yourselves here in the begin with, right? You really did. You wanted, because of your emotions, of your feelings, you wanted it to be okay, but now you guys are suffering the repercussions of it, because your feelings got in the way. Hate to break it to you guys, but feelings does not prove anything, and it does not help much of anything. In terms like this, you gotta go off of facts, and facts is gonna prevail, and this is what's happening. So I would say it's the female's fault, because you allowed it to happen. You didn't push back. You let your feelings get in the way, and you got the repercussions of it. Now, again, you're having a man come here and try to fix the problem for you. Because you women won't fix it yourselves. I don't know why, but they're trying to fix the problems that you are facing. So I don't know what's wrong with you guys. What's wrong with you women? You fight back what benefits you, but doesn't benefit anybody else. As long as it benefits you, it's okay. But if it doesn't benefit, as long as it benefits you, it's okay. But if it benefits anybody else, like that's not a female, it's a problem. But not all women think like this. I think a good amount of women will have a good head on their shoulders and think like, okay, this is wrong. And there are women that have spoken out about the issues. And especially also what Joe Biden did, women were also speaking about those issues as well. So, I do think there is women that have good heads on shoulders. But, that's it for the video, guys. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. See, I want to hear your guys' opinions on this and this crazy new world that we are living in. And, hopefully we can get DeSantis as president because he's doing a fine, good job. See you guys next time.